Hey y'all, Blaumagier here, and we're back with more Mega Man Anniversary Collection. Last time we finished off the last of the NES titles, and this time, it's time to double our bets. Move on to Mega Man 7, which was originally for the Super Nintendo. Now, Mega Man 7 is a game that I think it's having a little bit of a renaissance of popularity. But traditionally it hasn't been well regarded, and I think that's almost entirely due to the difficulty of the final level. But in the year 20XX80, the world cheered Mega Man when at long last he captured and imprisoned Dr. Wily. It was a nice touch that they used the Wily machine from 6 in that cutscene. But Dr. Wily always knew his schemes might end in failure and had planned for just such an occasion. Four robots had been hidden away, and after 6 months, without being contacted by Dr. Wily, they activated and began searching for their master. Mega Man 7. This is actually one of my favorites. I think it's really well designed. I do concede that the final level is a little bit ridiculous in how difficult it is. Oh, before we get started, I do want to show something in the password screen. If you enter an invalid password, you get to see the first appearance of Reggae in a main Mega Man game. I think prior to this, Reggae was only in Rockboard, an NES game that plays a lot like Fortune Street. But Reggae is a bird that Dr. Wily invented because he was lonely. Can't this thing go any faster, Otto? The city is under attack. I'll try and punch it up a notch. Hold on, Roll. I can't believe Wily is loose again. Won't this madman ever stop? He won't be loose for long. Once Dr. Light gives Rush and me new enhancements, Wily is history. This text is auto-advancing rather quickly. Whoa! End of the line! The road is too unstable to keep going. You two, wait here. Mega Man, take this helmet with you. I guess not. Personally, I kinda like the other one. Good luck, Mega Man! We're still auto-controlled by the cutscene. Doctor! Are you okay? I'll bring Roll to take care of you. No, Mega Man. We have no time. Wily is using the attack of his robots to cover his escape. Look! Got eyebrows. Eyebrows already. You've got to go now, Mega Man. Get Rush and follow Wily's spaceship. Still being controlled by the cutscene. Okay, now I have control. So this is Mega Man 7, and yeah, probably the biggest thing you're going to notice is sprites are a lot bigger than they were on the NES games. And so a lot of the hitboxes that we've gotten used to over 6 games aren't quite the same. Next thing you might notice is that we have the same music that we had for Top Man stage, which, like I said during the Mega Man 3 playthrough, Top Man had a different theme on the NES version. Anyway, we've got a big mechanoid here, or whatever they call them in this game. I guess that's X series terminology. Pretty simple. He just goes back and forth and shoots his mohawk at you. Mega Man has his chargeable Mega Buster and his slide. And now we got this clown here. It's just a jump and shoot man. He's pretty good at dodging my attacks though. And I am not so much. You're as good as they say, Mega Man. You better tell me who you are. I'm Bass. He's Treble. We've been trying to stop Dr. Wily while you were gone. I see now that you don't need our help. Bass. So clearly that's a scripted fight that just ends after a certain amount of time. Game does have passwords, but we don't need to worry about them. Now, we do start with only 4 robot masters here, but there is actually a way to start with all 8. I don't remember if it's a button combination or a password. If it's a password, I think it skips the intro stage. But either way, it is possible to start with all 8 available. But I'm not going to do that because it just so happens that the order I go through, I would start with these 4 anyway. So, first up is Freeze Man. I feel like I'm going to have trouble with this series because the controls do feel a little less responsive than I'm used to on like the Legacy Collection or on my actual Super Nintendo copy. I don't know if that's because it's Xbox or just a quirk of the Legacy Collection here, but I was kind of feeling that in Mega Man 6 as well, so it might be my personal setup. Anyway, these polar bears, they just create ice that you can't shoot through and slinging at you. And we've got shield guys. Important to note that you can jump out of slides in this game. I guess I'll get the health drop. Our drops do look a little bit different than you're used to. There's a weapon energy and a health. Alright, so here's where it's going to matter that our hitbox is different. Anyway, we can stand on these icicles once they've dropped and use them as a platform, which is something you're really going to want to do to get through there. I mean, you don't have to, but strong recommendation. We do start with our trusty rush coil again, so we're going to use that to get up here. And you gotta be careful, because you can't stand on these platforms long before they disintegrate. So I got 3 jumps off of that. Luckily I was able to get up to the H. Now, if you haven't guessed it yet, we are spelling something again. This time we're spelling out the word rush. So perhaps whatever it gives us will be something to do with rush. Alright. We want to stay on the top path here. This is where it gets a little tricky. And then I gotta make another jump like that here. And you want to jump because there's ice physics. You don't want to go slipping and sliding. I'm just going to rush coil it and be safe. And this gives us Rush Search, which I will be showing off what it does before we get to the end of the stage. Oof, that's a tricky spot. But we made it. Now for another tricky spot. This guy will not only fling ice cubes at us, but he'll also try to drop icicles on us. But it's well worth it to defeat him, even though you totally don't have to. Because as you can see, he guards an E-tank. And yes, you can farm this E-tank if you so desire. Now, this ladder is actually kind of hard to grab. My goodness. I've never had this much trouble grabbing this ladder before. I'm gonna blame the Xbox D-pad for this. Okay, fine. We'll just use Rush Coil. Okay, so over here, past the bobsledders, is where we want to use Rush Search, right in this spot. Now normally, Rush can just dig up a random item like a health pickup or whatever, but there are some specific spots where Rush can dig up a certain thing. Like here, he digs up the exit module. Which, this game came out after Mega Man X, which is the first Mega Man game to have an exit module. You just start with it in that game. It allows you to exit a stage that you've entered after you've already defeated the Robot Master. I don't know if we'll be able to use it in this playthrough, but I did want to collect it anyway just to show it off. So, Freeze Man's probably going to kill me here because I'm out of practice. He actually has a fairly easy pattern. He jumps when you shoot, and then otherwise he just kind of runs back and forth, alternating between 3 attacks, I think. One where he shoots the floor, which creates a wave of ice that will freeze you in place if it touches you. He shoots his little ice Hadoken, which will turn you into a block of ice, allowing him to get another hit on you. Ooh. And then of course he has the icicle spawn from the ceiling. And you, of course, don't want to get touched by the ricochet from the ice after it hits the wall, because that will also freeze you. Ah, so close. Well, at least I've shown off all of his attacks now. And I've kind of remembered the pattern. I didn't do a practice run before I recorded this, if that wasn't obvious. It's been a few months since I last played this, so I'm definitely out of practice. But I do find this fight to be pretty easy in general. Just take advantage of your charge shot, and it should be fine. Ooh. Sometimes he mixes it up just enough to be tricky. And I guess like 3 hits on me when he does that. So it really throws off my rhythm. Oh, we've almost got him. Uh-oh. There we go. Did really poorly at that, but we got the job done. The freeze cracker fires ice bullets, doesn't it? Yes, and the bullets will split when they hit the ground. You get freeze cracker. Alrighty, so we are going to take our freeze cracker into Burst Man's stage. The music is really good in this game. Alright, these guys, you want to try and destroy them from the head, otherwise, much like the Mega Man 1 enemy, the head will detach from the body after it gets destroyed. And it will be kind of hard to kill at that point, as they'll fly around and just be difficult to hit. We got spikes that, as usual, you don't want to touch because they are insta-death. I don't know if I can get to this free guy. Nope. It was not worth it. I kind of just want a game over so I can get that E-tank. I think I'm on my last life anyway. Yeah, you know what? Take a tactical death here. It no longer asks us if we want to continue or go back to the stage select, it just puts us there. So back to Burst Man's stage. You know, I talk about how much I enjoy this game, but I'm not really putting on a good show here. Okay, these are not the kinds of bombs that the timer goes up faster each time you jump on it. That's good to know. At some point in the series, there are bombs like that. I still want that one up, but I'm not getting it, I guess. More important is this E-tank. Now you might be asking why I didn't just use the exit module. And the answer for that is, well, I can't. Can't use the exit module while the Robot Master yet lives. So I actually want to get up top there. So we're gonna summon Rush, and you gotta be careful. You can't. Rush can get hurt in this game. I'll show it later as soon as I get the chance to. But yes, Rush takes damage, and he will unsummon himself when he does. Yep. We got little scuba mitts returning. When was the last time we saw these? Was it Mega Man 4? I guess there was the space version that was in Mega Man 5 and Starman stage. Basically the same thing. Yeah, I think this crab boss is just good to rapid fire. And then slide under him when he tries to ram the side. And then the water turns purple and we start rising. And we gotta be careful of the spikes and the mines. Weapon energy if you somehow need it. You can see that the distance that we fall from influences how far down we fall, which they'll teach you the hard way right there over that spike pit. Okay, this is a yoku block room, but we are going to not play by the rules. We don't like yoku blocks. And that's why. They do stupid crud like that. Unfortunately, I didn't have a way to skip past those yoku blocks. Got an update to the grasshopper robots from Mega Man 3. And there's our letter, the letter R. Gotta wait till the water rises. Well, I guess we could have used Rush Coil. We will definitely wait for the water to rise here. Don't need that big energy, so that's good. Oh, I really want that big bolt, but it's not worth it. Bolts are currency in this game. This is not the first Mega Man game to have a shop. That owner would go to Mega Man World 4 on the Game Boy. But this is the first main numbered Mega Man game to have a shop. Collect bolts, use them as currency to buy various things like 1-ups and E-tanks, and I think you can also buy upgrades. Anyway, this is Burst Man. He's weak to the freeze cracker. And if you get caught in one of his bubbles, just wildly move around the D-pad and free yourself before you get brought into the ceiling. You also got to avoid taking a lot of damage from the bombs, which I was kind of ignoring. He'll also shoot some solid bubbles to push you into the wall, which are kind of bouncy, and he'll also create bubbles beneath your feet. Ooh, that was close. So you don't need to fire your weapon to avoid taking a hit from the ceiling when you get caught in a bubble. You can just rapidly mash the D-pad and the jump button, and it's fine. But yeah, all directions, like up, down, left, right, and your jump button. And you should have no trouble busting out of the bubbles. It is kind of a beginner trap. I do see a lot of people find Burst Man difficult because of that. The Danger Rat fires out a bomb encased in a bubble, doesn't it? Yes, but it can also be used to encase other things besides bombs. We'll see that much later. If I can do it. It's Not the easiest thing. Anyway, we get Danger Wrap. And we are going to take that Danger Wrap to Cloudman. More really good music. And we got pit monsters, so be aware of that. These bird-looking things, if you destroy the leader, then they stop following and just start going forward. Clouds will obscure our platforms, so do be aware of that. That is just a weather bot, which changes it from clear skies to rainy. Maybe we'll find out what that does. Actually, if we shoot the second one with a freeze cracker, it turns it into snow. This actually does do something important for us. This is the reason why I start with Freeze Man. Well, one of the reasons. I do also genuinely find him to be fairly easy to buster. Now we got more cloud platforms like in Mega Man 2. Not a fan of the cloud platforms, to be honest, but at least they don't have a guy pretending he's Thor on them now. Oh, that free guy fell into the hole. Okay, so here is where it matters. Normally, on this screen, these platforms would be invisible, except in a small circle around Mega Man. It's not a particularly tricky spot, so it's not like there's worry that you're going to die, but this platform up here, you would have been unlikely to see if you don't have the snow. And up here, we have a free guy. But wait, there's more. Our letter U. And this pit is actually not lethal. There's not very many pits in Mega Man that aren't lethal. But that is one. We'll take care of this Sniper Joe here. And we'll take care of Sniper Joe again. Luckily, Sniper Joes aren't too beefy in this game. I often feel like they have way too much health for the obstacle that they present. And we have a mysterious ladder up here, so of course we're going to take it. It's been a while, Mega Man. Here's a little information. Your weapons can be used to discover hidden areas. Try using the flame weapon in the woods. Okay, so Proto Man just shows up and tells you to set the woods on fire. Okay. Remember, kids, only you can prevent forest fires. You need like an ad, like a Smokey the Bear ad that replaces Smokey the Bear with Dr. Wily. So if we prepare a charge shot, we can deal with the birds pretty easily. These are the fan guys that actually reverse their polarity. Definitely don't want to be getting sucked in on that level. That brings us to Cloudman. You know, one thing I haven't mentioned yet is that we no longer have a Navi mode. Sorry, that's only for Mega Man 1 through 6. So anyway, this is Cloudman. Robot Masters starting in Mega Man 7 reset their AI pattern when they get hit by their weakness. So that allows ridiculous things like this. If you would like to see Cloudman's full AI pattern, I did do a Robot Master series where I was ranking them in a tier maker list, and I do show it off there if you want to see it there. I might link it in the description and in the end screen. Oh, I missed the dialogue. Oh well. But this gives us the Thunderbolt, which can be used to power up certain machines that we'll see in stages. And it also shoots out in front of you to deal electric damage. But that's where we're going to end this episode off. So if you like this video, smash that like button. Give me a subscribe if you want to see more, and leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you guys. I'm Blaumagier, this has been Mega Man Anniversary Collection, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!